Hello, this is Anna Levesque from Mind Body Paddle, and today we're going to learn how to roundhouse and blunt on a wave, a big wave, a small wave. I'm using footage from my favorite playboating river, the Ottawa River in Canada, and I hope you enjoy. So let's get started. So the first thing you need to think about with the roundhouse and really with any freestyle trick is your setup. And for the setup for the roundhouse, you need to be able to position yourself at the top of the foam pile before you accelerate too fast down the face of the wave. So right here, you'll notice that I'm putting in a backstroke and holding it. That's keeping me at the top of the foam pile. When I'm ready to accelerate down the face, I take a stroke on the outside of my turn, rotate towards the inside of my turn, plant my paddle, and switch edges. And right here, I immediately do a back paddle to keep myself in the feature. That's an important recovery stroke. So let's watch that again in slow-mo. So position at the top, accelerate down, edge to edge transition, and recovery stroke. Here's another example. Accelerate, edge to edge transition, rotate plant, come around, recovery stroke. So here it is on a bigger wave. So I position myself at the top of the foam pile. I accelerate down on my outside edge. And I'm going to get a bounce on that edge that's going to allow me to rotate plant and do a huge edge to edge transition. I forget all about my recovery stroke because I was so surprised that that was such a big blunt. And so the difference between a roundhouse and a blunt is how much edge to edge you can get. How much edge can you get? And that often depends on, one, how strong you are. Strength does matter in playboating. How strong your core is, how strong your hips are, and also how much acceleration you can get down the face of a wave. And of course, with the small boats, how much of a hop you can get. So for instance, here I'm positioned at the top and I accelerate down, but I get no edge to edge. My boat is flat and it doesn't allow me to get a good edge. So that's a little roundhouse, right? But you could tell the difference between my edge to edge from the blunt before. So on this one, you can see I'm going to do more of an edge. So see how much I'm on edge. I'm rotating across that edge so I get a little more vertical. And I miss my, I caught my stern, so missed out on the recovery there. So here I am catching the wave and going to take my time to set up, right? Get to the top of the foam pile, look down, accelerate edge to edge as I plant my paddle, rotate, come back around. And I need to take time to set myself back up, right? So I'm going to surf out, get myself back up onto the foam pile, and then accelerate edge to edge, right, for the second one on the other side and recover. So a couple of things to remember. First, the type of roundhouse and blunt I've taught you is one where I'm talking about an edge to edge transition. So you accelerate on one edge and then you rotate an edge the other way to complete the roundhouse or blunt. That is a really important foundational skill, especially for full slice boats. If you're in a full slice boat, yes, they do roundhouse and blunt, like as per the video. And I did roundhouse my Nova on Garb. I didn't include that in the footage. It is possible. And that those boats, they may be a little wider. There's more boat. And so that edge to edge helps you get the move done. With the smaller bouncy play boats, right? Some folks are not doing the edge to edge. They're just bouncing flat. And that bounce gives you the momentum to then edge into your roundhouse or blunt. As you noticed, even with my small playboat, I like to do the edge to edge because that's how I learned. And I also, especially on Garb, there are those big shoulders that you can bounce on your edge to the other edge, which makes it quite, I think, dynamic and fun. But you can, with the small boats, you can bounce flat and then throw your edge. So the key is, one, Edge to edge transitions, they do take strength. So your core wants to be strong. Your edge to edge, your quadratus lumborum wants to be strong, right? The muscle that hikes the hip. Rotation is so super important. One thing that I think I could always do better is lift my head, lift my gaze when I rotate and plant my paddle. Sometimes when I tuck my head or look down, it hinders my ability to stay on edge. So thinking of lifting your vision can be really helpful when you plant that paddle, when you're throw your edge, plant the paddle. So I hope that was helpful for you for learning how to roundhouse and blunt. Have fun out there. And remember, you can always join me in my playboating week on the Ottawa. Would love to work with you and coach you and help you achieve some of these tricks. They're so fun. So go out, have fun, and let me know how it goes in the comments.